Hello, dear ones. We are Laarkmaa, and we are here because we love you. For over 2 decades, we have been giving you tools to use for your transformation and support and suggestion on your evolutionary journey because we love you. It's time for us to introduce more of our comrades who are giving wisdom from Voices from the Light. You already know and have spoken with our brother Continuum of the Arcturians. You have listened to Mary Magdalene, and there are others that you have heard throughout the time that we have been bringing you these messages. Today we'd like to introduce you to one of the Divine Feminine who wishes to speak to you about a concept that is poorly misunderstood on this planet. So we will speak to you after she does, but for now we want to tell you, welcome to an extended version of Voices from the Light. I am Volanda. I am the V, where all wisdom comes together. I am the point where duality merges into unity to find harmony. I am the point that represents where you are going as you move outside of your dualistic perspective into a unified perspective of oneness. I am here as a voice from the light also to guide you on your evolutionary journey because I wish to support and help you. Today I would like to speak to you about the concept of death, something that is very poorly misunderstood on your planet. Death, as you see it, is an ending. You see it either as the end of everything, or the end of this particular existence, or the end of a life. Some sort of ending you see death as. I see death on the continuum of existence, just a different point on the continuum where you move from one form of existence into another. It is your form of consciousness that changes. You do not die. All the people who talk about near-death experiences are actually talking about how their consciousness shifted to being out of their body and then back into the body again. That is the very thing that happens when you leave the body for good. And some people don't have near-death experiences. They have experiences like Pia did, where she actually dies, is proclaimed dead, and then comes back to life again. I use this by way of example to tell you that death is not the end. Death is not the end of anything. Death is just simply a transformative moment where you change, where your consciousness moves from who you believed yourself to be to the larger perspective of who you are. When you pass through the portal that you call death, you are able to integrate all of your parallel lives. You are able to review how you have responded to situations in your life, and in that review, choose how you wish to move forward to do it differently. You also are able to communicate at a higher, deeper, and richer level than the limitations that are imposed upon you by being in the third dimension. So death is not something to grieve or be sorrowful for. It is a time of celebration where someone has graduated from one point of seeing and being who they are to a grander perspective, a bigger picture, a larger experience. Death is not an ending of any kind. Death is a transformative change. This may be hard for some of you to grasp because when you lose someone, as you perceive it, through death, they are gone from your third dimensional reality. But they are never truly lost from you. They are always there, whether you can access conscious realization of their presence or not. Their consciousness continues to exist. As you grow and expand, you gain the capability to open your consciousness to perceive them wherever and however they are. So again, death is not losing something, it is gaining much. Death is not something you should seek, however. Death is a moment that you have chosen before you got to this particular existence, where you will have an opportunity to move forward, where you will have an opportunity to do what you need to do to continue your evolutionary journey. Death will not stop you from evolving. When you leave this body, you continue to evolve. You continue on your journey. Your consciousness expands. You meet old friends. You meet old people that you have forgotten about and now remember again. You integrate parts of yourself that you have forgotten about and now integrate again. And you let go of an attachment to who you believed yourself to be. I come to tell you this now because you are faced every day with death all around you. You are faced with what people tell you about death. You are faced with people losing the planet and going to other places. You are faced with concepts about death that may not ring true to you any longer. It is a concept you need to sit with, to grapple, to deeply understand, and to realize the beauty and the truth of exactly what death means. Death is a portal. Death brings opportunity. Death is a graduation point. Death is something that is to be celebrated. It is an achievement, a place where you have achieved everything you intended to achieve in this particular cycle, and you move forward in the spiral of continuum, the spiral of evolution, into another experience, and another experience, and another experience. In the grander reality, the reality where I dwell with other voices from the light, there is no dualistic perspective of living and dead. There is no dualistic perspective because everything is consciousness. High conscious vibration on a high frequency, low conscious vibration on a dense or dull frequency. But nevertheless, it's all on a continuum of frequency that is connected. As you pass through the portal of death, or if you ascend with your body to the next stage of your journey, either way, it is a graduation point, and neither are to be feared or neither are to be repulsed by. They are part of the natural positioning of your soul's evolution as your consciousness grows and expands. So do not grieve, do not be repulsed, and do not be afraid of death. Neither should you seek it, but allow it to come to you when your moment has arrived, when your consciousness is the highest frequency that you can obtain in this particular position you are in. Know this. As you move into the next stage of consciousness, when your moment arrives, you will know it. Intuitively, you will feel, this is my time, and you will find peace in your heart. Whether that is a passing out of the body altogether through the common form of death, or whether that is a passing out of the body through the higher levels of frequency of ascending with the body, it matters not. It is your gateway. It is your portal and is your opportunity to move to the next stage of your evolution. So I bring you this information to comfort you, to give you a broader perspective, to take away your fear, and to tell you you have much to be excited about and much to look forward to. Yes, death is all around, but do not grieve it. Celebrate that each soul that is moving through the portal of death, or each soul that is ascending with the body, is moving on to the next stage of conscious evolution. And as your consciousness moves forward and up the spiral of awareness, you will have more joy, more peace, greater compassion for all around you. So your work now and this time, from the perspective where you perceive through duality, living and dead as opposites, your work is to change your perspective, change your consciousness, learn to recognize that you are spiraling from one experience to another to another. And through the spiraling of experience, you find gladness, you find peace, you find unconditional love, and you find joy. I am a strong presence on one of the voices from the light, and I bring you things that may be comfortable or may be uncomfortable to work with, but I bring them to you in truth, I bring them to you in purity, and I bring them to you in a way that you can assimilate them and that you can accelerate your own journey of evolution. You are, dear beloved souls on earth, you are divine sparks of light. You are like me, although you're in a different position right now. You're in a different state of consciousness, having a different experience. But we are the same. We are divine sparks of love. We are light. You are a being of light. You are a being of love. Work to harmonize your opposites and gain the broader perspective of everything that is happening in your life. I leave you now with this message and hope that I have caused some ease in what you perceive that is happening all around you. I leave you now, and Laarkmaa will return. Thank you, Volanda. We, Laarkmaa, and all the others who bring wisdom from the stars, welcome all members of the Voices from the Light to come through, bring your wisdom, help enlarge the expanded viewpoint of all those who follow Laarkmaa's Pleiadian wisdom from the stars. We are family, and we are working with our family on earth, all of you who are listening now, to help you grow, help you evolve, and help you to find that place of peace and a place of unconditional love and the remembrance of who you are. We love you. Good always.